Okay, Andy. Good morning, everyone. So yesterday's notes, just now I updated and check back once. So notes updated yesterday. And so these are the objects to be remembered. Anyway, I said yesterday, if possible, cross check it once. So what is today's class means? Small discussion about type 1, type 2, type 3, type 4 drivers, having a discussion for 15-20 minutes. Already the diagram is there with me. I'll write theoretical notes and come. Okay, right. After that, SQL types. I'll give one small notes on SQL types, not program, only theoretical I'll give it. Okay, right. After that, after completing my servlet program, I'll go for JSP. In JSP, MVC projects will come. When the JSP is running, I'll present one program with the streams, loading images, loading audio file, and so on. Okay, right. That's a plan. Okay, right. So for now, for today, make a siding. I'll scroll back to the starting stage once like this. Because conclusion, JDB is a small conclusion today. Okay, right. After that, we are entering into servlet. It's a link we are going. So JDBC will not be ended. JDBC will come with the servlet program as a DAO. Again, total JDBC codes will be running with the servlet. Again, JDBC codes will be running with the JSP. That meanwhile, but officially syllabus part we are ending JDBC and entering into servlet we are entering. Okay, right. We are here to construct web applications. Frankly speaking, still web application construction not started. So web application means application executing in internet environment or web environment. We call it as web application, or you can call it as internet application. To develop this web application, we need three technologies. One is JDBC, one is servlet, one is JSP. So we went to JDBC. We started JDBC. JDBC stands for Java Database Connectivity. Using JDBC, we are trying to interact with the database product. That's the information available with you. Database product comes under storage category. So we want to know how many storages available to you. There only I started your classes. So we are imagining 4 storages. We are imagining that is field storage, object storage, file storage, and database storage. Field storage and object storages are part of your JVM while application execution. And these 2 storages will be destroyed automatically when JVM shutdowns. Because of this reason, how many object storages are there, you must know. Because of this reason, there are 7 objects from core and some 10 objects from JDBC. That only object storages. Having grip on that object storages. Because this reason, every course will give some objects to you. You must remember that names and go forward. Field storages means primitive data type storages. Means the memories will hold single data value. The memory which is holding single data value can be in the class level, static variable, can be in the object level, instance variable, can be in the method frame level, that is local variable. So simply field storage is part of objects in the instance variables. Like this, we are imagining field storage. We never much concentrate on field storage, but we concentrate on object storage as a object oriented programmer. Because of this reason, by conclusion yesterday, I written that object list, everybody should by heart, everybody should practice at least once per day, write that names on a paper. So daily you must write the names on paper. When you are speaking to somebody also, say to them, these are the objects available. You must list them and you must remember them, because we depend upon object storages. That's a different issue. Got it right? Now, whenever we want to have permanent storage for web applications, we have to take the support of file storage or database storage. File storages will have their own drawbacks and disadvantages, not preferable for web applications as a file storage as a major storage. So we are not concentrating on file storages. It's a theory. File storage chapter available in the core Java anyway. File creation, file recording the data, opening file, reading data. Generally, students will get that notes in the last. When you are leaving your core Java syllabus, last 2 or 3 programs you will get it. So because of this reason, we are not writing much programs and files when we are giving training in the JDBC. Also, we never strain the student. We give the least priority for file storage, but major highest priority must be given for the databases. So we concentrated on database storage. We took Oracle database as a official database product to interact with it. The reason your management is showing more Oracle batches. Every week one Oracle batch will come, maybe online. I don't know offline available or not. I don't know, but online. Offlines are not coming. Few batches offlines are not coming because full-fledged your blocks are not opened. The CDAC billing also not open. That CDAC billing also comes under our control only. It will come. That block is being opened. When that blocks are opened, remaining faculties also will come as. Still some few faculties, Natras are not entered into a offline mode. Offline mode, only we people came. Like this, few people not entered because full blocks not open. So when did that Oracle also will come in the form of offline, I think. So until then they're conducting online, I think. So Oracle, you had more option to get that course. So we written notes regarding Oracle for practice. Got it right? Any other database means I said no, MySQL interaction is available with us. At the ending, when we are running our MVC project on demand, we interact with MySQL. Okay, right. If I don't give that notes also, your Spring Trainer and web service trainers will use a second database for you for controlling and interacting. Got it right? So finally, we are under database storage. We started interacting with the database storage. When we are speaking about a database storage, one point I noted on that day for you. The point is, database storage is not part of your computer system. It has to be downloaded from external sources, and we have to install that product into our computer environment. Means we are downloading Oracle. We are installing that Oracle into our computer environment. When any resource newly entered into our computer environment, we interact with that resource with the support of driver. Not only information, with the support of driver. Any new resource entered into our computer environment, it has to be interacted with the driver. That's the point. So for that only we are speaking about driver. A small software program, part of operating systems. That driver will be used by operating system to control some resources of computer system. We call it as a driver. Audio driver, video driver, network driver, motherboard driver. Many driver programs are available part of your operating system. It's a theory. When my database product entered into this computer environment, we have to interact with that database product using one driver We call it as a JDBC driver. Got this point now? JDBC driver. JDBC driver means full form Java database connectivity driver. That short program is supporting my Java program to interact with the database product. That's the theory. Sir, where is that JDBC driver? Means daily OJDBC 6.jar. Daily you are bringing that file or not now? That OJDBC 6.jar available from lib of Oracle. Whenever you downloaded your Oracle product, in your Oracle product, one folder is there, lib, means library of Oracle. Every language will have their own library. The same way, Oracle also have their own library folder, lib. In that lib, your jar file is available, .jar. Jar stands for Java archive. In core Java also, we give that jar file to you. But nowadays, we are not giving training on GUI components. In core Java, we skipped that GUI programming, we skipped nowadays. The reason, today's engineers are learning HTML, CSS, JavaScript. So we are not giving training on AWT, swing, and so on. But in that chapter, jar conversions are available actually. But nowadays, we are not concentrating on the jar conversions because today's engineer is more exposed to internet world. Many sources and materials are available for him. Hope he knows jar, we feel it. Because of this reason, we are skipping that GUI programming part from core Java, we are skipping. The reason, from day one onwards, we are sending for HTML, CSS, JavaScript. No? Today's engineers very fastly updating to UI technology, and we are not highlighting GUI coding because the jar information you are missing. Got it right? But where the jar information is available means in second unit, the jar information is available in servlet coding. In servlet coding, we are bringing var, WAR, web archive we are bringing. When we are bringing web archive, we compare JAR, WAR, EAR. That comparison we are going to do. But meanwhile, already you are using .jar, OJDBC .jar. Sir, what is that jar means? Only one line we write. Jar means Java archive, which is the compressed format of .class files. Means more than one .class file compressed into one file known as jar. Means OJDBC 6.jar is a compression of more than one .class file. That's the concept. Among that one .class file is Oracle driver .class file. O capital, D capital. There you are writing no JDBC, sorry, Oracle JDBC driver Oracle driver, O capital, D capital. That Oracle driver is a .class file actually. Oracle driver .class file, that is. That Oracle driver belongs to one folder known as driver. The driver belongs to one folder known as JDBC. The JDBC belongs to one folder known as Oracle. Where is that Oracle folder means? Inside that jar. That only concept. So through that jar, we are getting that driver. Got it right? So your author said there are 4 drivers available to you, but up to now used which driver now? 4th driver we used. Sir, what about remaining driver information? Sir, I want it. Can I start it now? All of you understood where we are now? Right. On the day one, I must not speak this much of lengthy. I never speak because on that day I want to put my student to practical immediately because hitting practical is important. Theoretical today, if I say also, you can understand. Because in my notes, I will write the theoretical in the last. I will not write in the first. If I write in the first, you may understand, you may not understand. Because on that day, my student is a core Java student. So 50% of core Java only you completed on that day. If I speak more theoretical, bore may come. If not, the student will collapse their interest. Because we never speak that much of theory. Immediately we push forward to connect to one database directly. So that only I done with 4th driver. So remaining 3 drivers, I'm speaking theoretically. What you want to speak in the interview, I'll write the points to you. Okay, right. So finally, these are JDBC drivers. So JDBC drivers are categorized into 4 types. That's the notes for today. Type 1, type 2, type 3, and type 4. Theoretical, because already we done the practical of 4th driver and we came here. We are speaking about the remaining drivers. JDBC, ODBC, bridge driver. JDBC, ODBC, bridge driver we had. Right. JDBC stands for what now? Java Database Connectivity. ODBC stands for Open Database Connectivity. ODBC means Open Database Connectivity. Right. Look here like this. For understanding purpose, rough diagram I am drawing there. This is our Java program anyway. Java program. This Java program want to communicate with one database. That only concept. But the database is available in one machine. One hardware machine, where this machine is under the control of operating system. One operating system. Upon this operating system only, our machine is available indirectly. Our JVM is available. JVM separate area, no? Right, running on OS actually. Now, my Java program want to communicate with this. That only our target. It has to go. Whenever you want to communicate there, generally you cannot go directly. Driver support is needed. That only concept. So whenever the driver support is needed, for you 4 ways are there. Type 1, type 2, type 3, type 4. 4 are there to you. Sir, I want to take type 1. Sir, I want to take type 1. So type 1 is saying that JDBC, ODBC, bridge driver. JDBC, ODBC, bridge driver. Driver means one program, no, short software program actually. So the request will be taken by this driver. Whatever the Java program request if you provided, I want some internal call. Communication itself is also one request. I want to communicate with DB. One request. System calls, they are all internal calls. So Java program will make one call. to this database. First, this driver will take it. This driver will convert that into ODBC call. Convert into ODBC call. So here to here, one internal conversion is happened. Sir, what is happening there means from Java program, Java calls will come. Java call. Nothing but you can say JDBC call. From Java program, Java call will come in, Java request will come. It's a concept. Java request cannot be understandable by these machines. Your machines cannot understand Java calls. Java is platform independent, no? That communication, what is available in the JVM, your machines cannot understand because they will not enter, no? Platform independent there. Your OS is not involved in the JVM. It will not come inside. So what is happening in the JVM, if you come out, they cannot understand it. But whenever you want to interact with the database, you must convert that Java call into database call. You must convert that Java call into database call here. Means here one database call should come. This is database call. Means I must communicate with the database. So that JDBC call or Java call is converted into one native call. Native means local. Native means local. According to machine, native means local. We are converting into one native call. Means your Java call converted into native call by using JDBC, ODBC bridge driver. The bridge driver will convert your Java call into native call. That native call is converted into database call by using ODBC driver internally. ODBC means open database. I can establish connection to any database. ODBC can be used by your C++ people also can use it. Even C and C++ people, if they want to communicate with database products, if the C++ people want to communicate with database products, they can use OJDBC, they can use it. Sorry, ODBC, they can use it. ODBC means open database connectivity. Everybody can use it. So this ODBC driver will convert your Java call into database call. Means what? Converted your native calls into database calls. So internally, direct communication is not happening. Java program cannot communicate with the database directly. Some conversion is needed because Java request is different. Machine related requests are different. Again, you are communicating with the database, that request also different. So internally, some conversions are needed. That conversion we call it as first type of conversion is JDBC ODBC bridge driver will convert your Java call into native call. Native call means local, machine related call. That native call converted into database call. Then only it interacts with the database. It's a concept. So actual diagram we draw like this. See there. This ODBC, JDBC, ODBC bridge driver will take this Java related call, converted into native call. This native call is converted into database specific, means you can interact with Oracle or you can interact with SQL server, you can interact with any other database other than these products. So there is some conversions are available in between. So Java calls are converted into native calls. Native calls are converted into database specific call. Database specific call means what kind of database is there? The database related call. Oracle means one call. MySQL means one call. Any other database like MongoDB or IMSDB or Sybase or DB2, many databases are available. Based on the database, one call is generated. So JDBC ODBC bridge driver will convert your Java call into native database native call. This native call is converted into database specific call. Make a statement like this here. JDBC, simply you can say type 1. Type 1 driver is used to convert Java call. You can say JDBC call, Java call into native call. Type 1 driver is used to convert Java call into native call, and this native call is converted into database specific call using ODBC driver. One more program, ODBC driver, small program. Type 1 driver is used to convert Java call into native call, and this native means local. First you have to convert it into machine calls indirectly into native call, and this native call is converted into database specific call using ODBC driver for database connection. Database specific means Oracle call, if not DB2 call, and so on. Means database specific call for database connection. Type 1 driver is used to convert Java call into native call, and this native call is converted into database specific call using ODBC driver for database connection. So theory. And this type 1 driver officially removed from Java 8 version onwards. Up to Java 7 version only, type 1 driver support available for your Java language. From 2014 onwards, from Java 8 version, now today Java 17, no, it will not work for you. So from Java 8 version onwards, type 1 driver support is not available for Java product. They removed it. The reason, more number of conversions. In type 1 driver, internally having more number of conversions. Java call to native. Native means local. Specific, machine specific call. Local call. From that local call, you have to convert into database related call. More number of conversions are available. When more number of conversions are happening, execution time is increasing. Because of this reason, from Java 8 version onwards, type 1 driver is officially not available. We are not using. Got it? Right? Since almost 10 years onwards, 10 to 15 years onwards, they removed in Java 8 means before Java 8, 5 years before means around 2006, 2005 onwards, We are not using type 1 in the real-time market. We are not using. Only for interview purpose, we are reading and going. In applicative area, type 1 not there. Since many years, they are not using type 1 because they are consuming more execution time. So Java 8 people said, remove the type 1 support. Anyway, the people are not using. That is not available today in the market. Make it. Disadvantage. In type 1 driver, we have more number of conversions, and consume more execution time. In type 1 driver, we have more number of conversions and consume more execution time, and degrades the performance of an application. In type 1 driver, we have more number of conversions and consume more execution time and degrades the performance of an application. Note. From Java 8 version onwards, type 1 driver is not available. Type 1 driver is not available. Support not there. So we never use it. We are not using. Support not available from Java 8 version onwards. Sir, what is this ODBC? They'll ask it. Define ODBC. ODBC stands for Open Database Connectivity. Open Database Connectivity and ODBC stands for Open Database Connectivity, and this ODBC driver means short program always, and this ODBC driver is used to convert native calls into database specific calls. The duty of ODBC is to convert that native call, local calls into database specific calls. ODBC is platform dependent because internally uses C or C++ code. The driver internally having C or C++ codes are there because it is a platform dependent driver. So type 1 driver is platform dependent. Platform dependent consumes more time always. Platform dependence consume more time. So ODBC will consume more time generally. Now, ODBC driver, ODBC driver is platform dependent because internally uses C or C++ code. Internally uses C or C++ code. So here I'll attach this diagram for you. I'll attach that diagram. For the notes purpose, I'll attach it. Look here. This diagram I'll attach there. This diagram I'll attach it. And this is a rough diagram anyway, conversions. Now, type 2 driver came into market. So type 2 driver concentrated to give some performance to type 1 actually. What is the drawback of type 1 means your conversions are very high. You are taking the support of that ODBC driver to convert your Java call means, sorry, Java call converted into native call already. To convert that native call into database specific call, we are taking the support of OJDBC driver. When the OJDBC driver is coming, one more conversion is increased, and moreover it is platform dependent, consumes more time. Then why don't you remove that OJDBC driver? In type 1, sorry, in type 2 they said, your Java application want to communicate with the database product. That is your target. You want to interact with some database product. Some database product you want to interact it. Now, imagine your application is running in one machine. Client machine. Of course, database and Java application available in the same program only. Sorry, same computer only generally. But actually somewhere in the remote locations, they'll be available in the network generally. We are imagining one client machine is there. So your other set like this. This database related some APIs will be there, means libraries. The database related some APIs will be there. Bring that database related APIs and load it onto this client machine, means database native API. Native means dependent. Always native means local and dependent. Database related some APIs will be there. You bring that API and load it onto client machine. Understood, right? Then ask this Java application to raise the call. Ask the Java application to raise the call. It is raising the call. So that only Java call I am raising for connection. Now the Java call should be converted into native call first. That is a rule. That native call should be converted into DB call. Now ask that second one. Second one is native API driver. What is the next one now? A native API driver. Now this native API driver says that native API driver says that we'll take your Java call, right? And we take the support of this native API. Whatever the installation you've done into this computer, will take the support. That native API driver says that we will take the support of database related native APIs will take the support and convert your call into database connection directly. Understood this point now? That directly we convert into database specific call. We convert into database specific call directly. So third layer is missing here. OJDBC layer is missing. That OJDBC layer, how you came across it now? With the support of database native API. You downloaded database related APIs. You installed into your computer system. Now that Java application with the support of native API driver, converting your Java call into database specific call. It is high performance when compared to type 1. It is high performance when compared to type 1 because OJDBC conversion is not available. That only native API driver. Make it second one, type 2. Native API driver. Native API driver. I am showing this diagram to you. Right. That is one client machine. In that client machine, we had Java application where your Java call is converted into database specific call with the support of native API driver directly. So how it is possible, sir, means your client machine loaded with database related native APIs. They will support your Java calls converting into database specific calls directly. That's a concept. Make it. The notes is like this. In type 2 driver, the client machine is installed with database specific native API. In type 2 driver, the client machine means where your Java application is running. That's the meaning. In type 2 driver, the client machine is installed with database specific native API. Native API. Full stop. In this process, the type 2 driver will convert Java call. In this process, type 2 driver will convert Java call into database specific call using database native API. In this process, the type 2 driver will convert Java call into database specific call using database native API for connection. For database connection. So the driver will take the support of that native API to convert your Java call into database specific call and connection establishes. Here advantage is nothing but OJDBC separate conversion is not available, so that your execution time will be saved and performance is very high when compared to type 1. But disadvantage here is like this. Suppose I developed one Java application. I want to interact with Oracle product. Whenever I want to interact with Oracle product, Oracle related database native API, I will download it. I'll install into my client computer and I'll run my application. It is be working. Suddenly their database product changes. My application must be changed because my application will become database dependent. Understood this point now? So in type 2 driver, the application will become database dependent because it is using the native library. That is a drawback of type 2. But today's scenario is different. And today's scenario, why we are not highlighting this type 1, type 2 drivers, why we are not highlighting, the reason is there. Around 15 or 20 years back, we written a notes, each one program we executed. So type 1 driver, 1 or 2 programs, type 2 driver, 1 or 2 programs, type 3 driver, because on the day engineers is to work on JDBC. Today, no engineer is working on JDBC. They are working with ORMs directly. Hibernate is coming, Spring JDBC is coming. The two are there. Direct JDBC not there, no? So type 1, type 2, type 3 examples we are not writing. On the day, different tools not available on the day. Because of this reason, Hibernate played one crucial role in the middle end. Not now, in the middle. Why means Hibernate will have one unit known as HQL. One unit is there. Hibernate query language is there. Hibernate will have its own query language. Why means database independent? Because my Java engineer learned SQL and coming. So Hibernate is saying, don't go to Oracle, don't learn that SQL because we had our HQL. Because what happens, student never goes to Oracle, no. Why you are going for Oracle? To learn SQL only. Yes or no, Andy? What you'll do with Oracle? Installation you can do here only on demand. Sometimes if you take support of any hardware engineer or one programmer, you will install and give it. So why you are going for Oracle? Sir, for SQL I am going, sir. For SQL only you are going for Oracle. But Hibernate is saying that don't learn that SQL also for me. Because I had one separate unit known as HQL. Hibernate query language is there so that my developer is independent. Understood this point now? So my developers will become independent. They will not depend upon DB products also. When we are not depending upon DB products, when we are not depending upon DB products, right? Then why to develop database dependent application? Not available, no. Moreover, you are all learning one Oracle product. Can you give the guarantee? The company what you are walking in, it uses Oracle or not? Question mark. Got it right? Suppose you cracked your job into IBM. IBM never use Oracle, no. It uses DB2, IMSDB. Understood this point now? Then you don't know DB2 now. How then? Sir, I am not a database dependent programmer. I am a Java programmer, sir. I must know variable. I must know method. I must know block. I'll say to my trainer, some team lead, somebody will be there. I know Oracle interaction. They'll give one code to you. One document will be given. This is the document to interact with the product. Run it. One day they'll call you and train it. They'll ask, you know this Sybase? Okay, you don't know, come for training for 1 week. They'll call. They'll bring in, they'll give the database names and port numbers. They'll give it. They'll go and demo code. You must write the notes and interact it. That's all. You are a Java developer, not Oracle based developer. Because of this reason, sir, for me, Oracle batch is there, na, sir. I cannot come to advanced Java means we laugh at it. Because second priority Oracle, first priority Java. Esa no na. Full stack Java developer means that only no. Students will ask us, sir, for me, Oracle batch is there. No, sir, how can I come to core Java means we never say anything. You must know, no? You are learning which course? Developer, Java developer. First priority is what now? Oracle. Because you're, sorry, first priority is what now? Java. Your company is not using Oracle now. Understood this point or not now? So today I'm learning Oracle and going my company Oracle not there, sir. What is, we are all database independent programmers. Note this point, all of you. Moreover, UI technology also same only. Second priority is UI. Painting work in the last only, not in the first. After constructing building only, tiles and painting will come. So don't give second priority is UI. Understood this point now? Who is the first priority now? Our components are first priority. Then they said now, type 2 driver is a product dependent. How can you use today's scenario 2022 today? Lot more tools are there, development tools are there, operational tools are there. Many tools came. How can you write your Oracle dependent application? You cannot write it. So since many years, we are not using type 2. So type 2 will say that you have to develop database dependent application. The reason your client computer is installed with database specific API. If you are using Oracle API, you must download it. If you are using any other MySQL API, you must download it. So automatically what happened now? In the training process, no issue. You can use it. But when you go for real-time market, your system should have our Java module should be there, not a DB module. Because if we change the company and go, Oracle product will not be there. That DB product will be changing and going. UI also same, no? Today Java, Angular 14 or 13 are coming. Tomorrow 15 will come. Day after tomorrow 17 will come. After that 19 will come. You have to run it, no? We are not UI dependent again. Understood now? What is our means? Our area is core, advanced, Spring, and web service. These four are our pillars. In their pillars, we are all independent. UI independent, DB independent, testing independent, DevSecOps independent. Our module background, Java full stack Java developer means we are independent code writer. We are sitting in the machine. We are running on OS. We are not asking OS to involve. Yes or no? We are not allowing OS to come inside first. We are platform independent. How can we depend upon Oracle? Understood this point? So database will not matter. So it's a type 2 driver is nothing but our applications will become dependent. Make it disadvantage. So Oracle is one option only to you. Disadvantage in type 2 driver, the Java applications will become database dependent applications. Even performance is very high when compared to type 1 driver. Performance is very high. Around 20 years back, we used type 2 in the market. On that day, our limited codings are available. These many tools not there. These many ORMs are not there for us. So on that day, limited companies, limited working is there. So on that day, database dependent application development is available. But today's scenario, distributed work is there. Distributed means very huge distributed work is there. In the distributed work, platform independence are playing crucial roles. In that process, type 2 is not preferable. Make it. In type 2 driver, the applications are platform, not sorry, applications are database dependent applications. Database dependent applications. Moreover, we must force the client. Example, suppose example irctc.co.in. Everybody knows that website. They are using type 2 driver roughly. Now I want to book a train. One message will come. First install Oracle API. Then you can interact with it. Means how many will interact with that website, and there they will force the clients to install database API. That only drawback of type 2. So in type 2, what happened now? They must force the clients to have database specific API. That's a drawback. So we are not using type 2. We are not thinking about type 2s also in the market today. In type 2 driver, the applications are database dependent applications because the client machines are forced to install with database specific APIs. It's a concept. Now go with network protocol driver. Look here, in my core Java also, in the introduction, I'll say one point to you. If you don't know C language also, you can come, we'll say. The reason, today you check it, and we know where we use C language syntaxes anywhere. Do you're using any? Since many years, no syntax are coming, pointer not coming, structure not there, union not there, file not there. Why C language then? Understood? We never bring that syntaxes here, and that only we say to the student. Of course, the students cannot digest the word. Don't go to C language. We say that point directly. The reason, code's not available. We never write that code. Of course, if you want to learn all the languages. That is a different issue. But codes are not available. That only we say to the student, sir, I don't know Oracle means. I only will say, no problem, come, I'll say to JDBC. The reason, we are independent people. If you know minimum, you can manage and go. Understood? No, that only we say directly because we know that we are working now already. Since many years we are in the market now, we know that already. They are all not dependent, they are all independent. We are all independent people. Sir, I don't know C language, no problem, come to core Java, we say, because codes are not available. Sir, %LD, address of A, not there, no. Right? Structures not there, unions not there, pointers not there, bit fields not there. Arrays are not there. After now, many, you 17 programs, you written array not entered. Array not needed actually. In servlet programming also, 2 areas array will come. 1% array. Then why you practice matrix multiplication, transpose, why you practiced? Because only 1% available. Applicative different. Student cannot digest any. In applicative area, they were all not available. 1% array, 99% collection. 1% array. That only we say to don't go to C language. Their arrays are there, not available. Their functions are there, methods. Their string is there, character array. Your string is a class, right? Their pointer is there, your pointer is not there. Their address symbol is there, your address symbol not there. Their malloc, calloc, realloc is there, here not there. Their structure is there, here not there. Their union is there, here not there. Here files are not available here. All are databases, no. Their bit fields are there, here not there. Understood this point? Their C syntax is there, here syntax is not there. C people are non-object oriented, we are object oriented. Difference is more now. We write subclasses, they never write subclasses. So all are different or not now. So because this point we say in the demo class, if you don't know C language, commit, we say. When I ask the students to us, can you come to JDBC, sir, without Oracle means come. Understood why I made that statement to you? Come, because we are independent. So here also the third one, the same thing they are saying now. In type 1 drawback is OJDBC driver is there. It is taking your native call, converting into database specific call. Separate conversion is happening. So some execution time is increasing. To overcome that, your client machine should be installed with database specific API so that native API driver will take the support of the database specific API and convert your Java call into database specific call. In this process, OJDBC conversion has been missed. Some performance has been very high. We are happily used type 2. After few years, we observed whenever if I keep on using type 2, my applications are becoming database dependent. Now in the type 3, they are saying that why this all headache? In the type 1, OJDBC is coming. In type 2, database dependent is coming. Let us remove that both. In the type 2, they are saying that send one call to one server. One server will be there. Send one call to one server. The server will take care about connections. That only. Network protocol driver. In network protocol driver, from Java application, we raise the call to server. Server call is raised. Then that server will have a database connection. So here what is advantage means OJDBC conversion not there. Installing the client machine with database specific API also not there in the type 3. So high performance will come, not high performance. When compared to above 2, this is more better. But after using type 3, what happened is to interact with the server, I must make a settings in the network. Network related settings I have to do. So I have to set something in the network protocol. I must call that network protocol. I must make all these network protocol components participated in my execution process. When this all network protocols participated in my execution process, execution time has been increased. That only type 3 drawback. Make it like this. In the type 3, I'll add this diagram to you there. This is type 3. In type 3, what happened is here one server will be there, middleware server. One middleware server is there. So we are raising Java call using this network protocol. We are raising the call to server. Now the server will take care about the connection to databases. It will take the connections to database. Advantage, no open database connectivity driver not there, and installing native API part of your client machine not there. That's the 2 advantages. But disadvantage is more network environment is involved in your execution process and consumes more execution time. Make a statement. In type 3, in type 3 driver, the Java call, nothing but JDBC call. In type 3 driver, the Java call is converted into server call. In type 3 driver, the Java call is converted into server call. Middleware server. In type 3 driver, the Java call is converted into server call, and the server is communicated to database. For connection. The server is communicated to database for connection. The server is communicated to database for connection. The server will take care about database connection. Advantage, no open database connectivity not there, and installing native API also not there. That's the 2 advantages. But disadvantage, This middleware server, many people entered as a middleware servers in 2006 and 2005. Actually, history says that when the 2006 this middleware servers came, the servers came into course curriculum. Actually, your CSS student will have that middleware servers in course curriculum around 2006. Before that, around 2001, 2002, RPC, RMI protocols are IEEE protocols. That protocols entered into IEEE around 2001, 2002, 2003. That hot protocols are RPC, RMI. That RPC, RMI supported your remote procedure calls, remote method invocations. They supported your server calls. After that, huge middleware servers came into market. In that process, Corba came. Around 2006, 2007, Corba came into market. The Corba played a crucial role. On that day, this SAP SAP also came into market. SAP. Among that SAP, many models, that is one ERP technology, many modules came. Among that, programming module is ABAP. ABAP is one technical programming module on that day. That is SAP ABAP technical module. Internal uses Corba with JCO connection. Because of this reason, the engineers who are working on SAP ABAP technical, survival not there. After 2011, 2012, survival not there without Java. Andy. The history happened already. If the engineers who are working on SAP technical ABAP, if they're not updated to Java, for them, jobs gone in 2011 and 12. The same way, IBM product, their one product, Corba engineers are available in the IBM, not Corba, sorry, COBOL. COBOL and TCL one language is there in IBM mainframes. AS400, they write one codes on AS400. Around 2001, 2002, 2003. When this middleware technologies came into market, your Tomcat server also came. When this middleware servers and technologies came into the market, around 2009, 2010, 2011, who are working on AS400 in IBM mainframes, if they are not updated to Java, their jobs gone. Means our crucial period is 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012, we played crucial role in the industry. On that time only, your Android people took the models and they beat Nokia. That only happened. That is what history says. I am not saying history says. Understood this? That is the history says, and history says that only. On that day, Corba came. But your Java research is not stopped. They brought web service today. That only concept. That Corba modified as web service today. RPC, RMI came by 2001, 2002. Corba came by 2006 and 2007. And today, web service and microservice, Spring Boot with web service, hot cake today in the market. Yes or no? There is a trend happening. So our middleware technologies came into market, but today that enhancement is very fast, no? Very fast. Some people will say, sir, future Java life is not there. Means who said that? Sir, Python is coming, sir. For us, life not there. Who said life will go? We are strongly rooted wide wings. They must plug our roots. How many plugging they will do? How many trees they have to plug out, Andy? How many trees they'll plug out? Is it happens, Andy? Student don't know. Sitting in the same lab side by side, adding of two numbers, they are writing one program with Python and Java. Both looking same. They are thinking both are same. Is it possible, Andy? Understood the statement? Come to security level. We will prove it what we are. Come to security. We will prove it. Spring security is there. Web service security is there. Separate modules are there, no, for us. Why I'm speaking that point now means servers. When the servers are very hot in one period, this driver played a role. Today, the servers also saturation came. Saturation came now 2022 engineer we are, all our tools. So this driver is not available in the market. Why means that servers also enhancements came. Today Tomcat released with 10 version and many other servers came into market. IBM came into market with WebSphere, but nobody knows. IBM came into market with DB2, nobody knows. Still they are enhancing the technology in the market. Still they are trying it to keep into the course curriculum, but not possible. They want to bring that DB2 into universities, not possible. They want to bring that web server into universities, not possible, because Tomcat server sitting in that university already. Tomcat is coming and sitting now already. Oracle came and sitting in the year 2, DBMS with SQL, Oracle, strongly rooted Oracle there. DB2 is trying but cannot enter. DB2 is a database used in mainframe from IBM product. Why I'm speaking, that means many servers came into market. So in that many servers, server related call, it is not possible. Again, it makes dependent to you. We are not using type 3. To overcome all this headache, they released thin driver. That only fourth one. Understood this point now? So what is the thing now? Thin driver. Developer, don't get headache with all these 3 drivers. One with OJDBC headache. One with installing native API. One with servers. These many servers are there. Why these all headaches are means they given thin driver. Developer, you don't strain it. You had many other works. You concentrate it. That only thin driver. Thin means we never feel one driver is there. OJDBC6 copied into one location. Communication came, no. That is called thin. Thin means there is no strain on the database. Sorry, there is no strain on the developer. So what they done now? They only created one network. Network folder is there in your Oracle. Network protocol. They only created database network protocol. They only created. They only kept one jar file. They given to you. What you are doing now? You are bringing that jar, keeping in one location, connecting. So we never feel there is one internal conversion. We never feel there is one server interaction. We never feel installing database related API. That only we call it as thin driver, complete Java driver. Right, make it. Type 3. Disadvantage. In type 3 driver, so your ultimate target in the market is Spring Boot with web service. Write in the paper and keep it in your book. Your ultimate target, I must become master of coding in Spring Boot with web services. At last, I must be a good programmer there. On the day, nobody can touch you. Right? For that only you are traveling and coming. For these all headaches, that only. Spring Boot with web services. Sir, I must be the master in this market, sir. So companies has to pick me. Today I am running to the company. Tomorrow the company should come to me, sir. Today I am searching for the company. One day the company should search for me. I must be the master of Spring Boot with web services. So some companies has to find my profile in the online, sir. So that is your target. Very less programmers are available in the market in today's trend because students are weaker in the network protocol. Yes or no? Na? Because very less people are available there. Why means Tenenbaum textbook I buy, sir. I not yet read 10 pages also. I not yet read, sir, in my engineering. So Tenenbaum total textbook converted into an API. Your CSS students, white color book is there. Tenenbaum Computer Networks by Mr. Tenenbaum, one textbook converted into total API and waiting for you. It is waiting. So they're only Spring Boot with web services, internet world services. Internet world means n number of protocols are waiting to you. Where that protocols are coming from with one research, that is Tenenbaum textbook is available, that is converted into API. We don't know in the future what is happening, but all protocols came in the market of API. Because of this reason, they must not strain one engineer. Type 3 has been vanished. They came with type 4. Make it. In type 3 driver, network components are participated. In type 3 driver, network components are participated because when you are raising your Java call to one server, settings you have to do. Even if you, roughly I'm speaking, SAP ABAP technical people, they want to connect to one server with Corba. These many settings they must do. They must run and come to Java developer. They are running. They're running and coming because they will not understand JCO connection. So everybody knows core Java is requirement for Android and Selenium. These two everybody knows. Many people are depending upon this Java. Many people directly, indirectly, some people survival not there with Java knowledge. So nobody knows SAP technical people are depending it. You can ask if any of our brothers are working on ABAP technical, ask him to show the code. You can understand the code. Java code is there. But everybody knows Selenium pre-requirement is core Java. Android pre-requirement is core Java. Everybody knows. Not only these people, many people indirectly, 10 years experience people also, indirectly they are using, directly or indirectly, server interactions they are going to happen with Java codes happening already. So among this, if we use this server related call, huge number of components are participated in type 3 driver. Network components are participated in execution process and consumes execution process and consumes execution time and degrades the performance of an application. Degrades the performance of an application. So this diagram I'll paste in the notes to you. Once see there, this diagram I'll paste it. Nobody will ask to draw the diagram for having look once in the notes once in document. So orally read and go. If anybody asks, do you use the type 3 driver, means yes, I used them in my project. Don't say you never use it. Right? I never used, you must say. Since 10 years, we are not using. If anybody is keeping 3-4 years experience as a fake experience, don't say I used a type 3 driver, I used a type 2 driver, don't say it. They are all not available. Sir, somebody said, I said, sir, means don't say that. So not available. Simply, I used a Hibernate, I used a JDBC, directly JDBC, I'm sorry, Spring JDBC I'm using. I don't know this type 1, type 2 driver. I not used, you must say. Any 15 years engineer is there, he can say like me, I used a type 2 driver, I used a type 3, I can say. Because I am a old engineer, 2002 engineer I am. So I am a old engineer than you. My passed out is 2002, 18 years back I passed out. So I can say I used type 1, I used type 2, I can say. But today's engineer, 5 years experience people also, you cannot say. Since 5 years not there, no. All are Spring JDBC only, no. All are Spring JDBC, if not Hibernate. So recently I used Hibernate in irctc.co, not there. Hibernate saturated. So in all companies, Hibernate is not available. So Spring JDBC, you can say, no problem. It is available in all the companies. If you are a Spring engineer, by default, you are using Spring JDBC. So you can say anybody 3-4 years experience, if you are keeping, don't say I used type 3, type 4. They are not available. Don't spell wrongly there. Right. So type 4, star mark IMP. Why type 4 star mark IMP? Sir, headache not there, sir. Just I copied one jar file to one location, sir. If I don't copy the jar file, class not found exception is coming. That's all. What exception is coming now? Class not found exception means if you don't copy that jar file to correct location, one exception will come to us. That is class not found exception. Beyond that, OJDBC conversion not there. Installing Oracle native API not there. Establishing network protocol also not there, sir. Just I am copying one jar file because it became thin. Thin means Java developer never feel stress on loading this driver. It is one step, step 1, step 2. It is one step. One step it is. The step is what? Copy that jar file into one user defined folder. Bring that jar file into your application using build path. Work is over now. Understood it? So this driver is complete Java driver. Nowhere native components are there. Complete Java driver. When complete Java driver, platform independent, high performance, because we are using thin driver. In Hibernate Spring, we are using thin driver only. That only. Oracle dot JDBC dot driver dot Oracle driver. That line write on the paper and show to Spring trainer. He will bring that line and keep in one location. Observe it where he is keeping. Write that line and give to your Hibernate trainer. He will keep that line to one location. Check where he is keeping. The line will not be changed. And that line also will not be changed. JDBC colon, Oracle colon, thin colon, at the rate of local. The line is the light that two lines on the paper and show to him. He will keep the two lines in one location in Hibernate, one location in Spring. That's all. Automatically thin driver is loaded in the real-time market. 5 years experience people also. If anybody is keeping fake experience to 5 years experience also, you are using thin driver only. Don't use type 2, type 3. They are being vanished from the real-time market. Got it right? So type 4. See, I'll show the diagram for the type 4. The diagram looks like type 2. The diagram looks like type 2. See there, your Java call converted into database specific call directly with the support of type 4 driver. Directly. Internally, that JDBC network protocol is there. They come with one JDBC network protocol. It is available in the form of one folder. Because of this reason, when you install more number of times Oracles, the listeners are failing. That protocol will be reinstalled more than once and the port number will be failed. And the service names will be failed. That only happening. So you must install the Oracle only once, that also correctly. Then your thin driver will work. That only happened. So make a statement here. In type 4 driver, the Java call in type 4 driver, the Java call is converted into database call directly for connection. Type 4 driver is pure Java driver and platform independent driver. Pure Java driver and platform independent driver. Type 4 driver is high performance driver. High performance driver because consumes less execution time and which consume less execution time. So these are the points. At last we are using type 4 driver anyway. Somebody asking from this batch or another batch, sir, for me 5 years gap is there. Can I keep 5 years back as a fake explanation? I think is there you can keep it, no problem. Subject must be there. 10 years gap also no problem. Subject must be there. If subject is there, nobody can touch you. Make this statement in the book and keep it. Degrees are secondary, percentages secondary, remaining all secondary. Subject will play a role. Subject is there means you can see in the walking style also will be very bold and subject is there. Subject is there, you can speak reversely. Confidence level will be different because spend more time on the subject, gain the subject. That only learning process. Remaining all secondary ways are there. Somebody will say percentage not there. No problem. Percentage not there means fresher company, they cannot take it. Wait for 4 years and keep fake experience and go. Why the market will stop you? Nobody will ask a percentage. Understood this point or not? Whether you're working or not working, they'll see. After keeping the fake experience, if you're working, nobody will touch it. If you're entering into one company, if you're not working, only problem will come. Chatting with friends, going to canteen more number of times, and you're not providing your task in time, then they'll concentrate it. Why you are taking 6 lakhs, 8 lakhs? Why are the management is money oriented? And if you're not, they are not friends to tomorrow don't come, they'll say not needed. So if anybody keeping fakes, nothing is their subject is mandatory. Many people are survived with subjects without percentages. Somebody will have 55, 56, unfortunately. Because of their personal problems, sometimes they cannot gain the percentages. That doesn't mean that the student don't know the subject. But percentages will not mirror by saying that he knows something. We cannot reflect it. It's in the real-time world, we cannot reflect that. Initially, freshers and high percentages there, opportunities are more high, maybe for 2-3 years. Doesn't mean that he only getting the job, you doesn't mean it. So that's the point. So for this, all solution is subject. So we also believed subject and traveled and came till today. Today, I don't know where I thrown my BTech certificate also, I don't know. Understood now? I don't know where it is available also. Where I kept that, because today I not needed now. Saturation point for me. Already 18 years completed with Java for me. So wherever I'll go, they'll detect me. If I do in the Google search also, Venkateswar Java trainer will come. So my profile is Java trainer only since many years. Means what? My subject is reflecting me. So that only somebody asked from this only, I'm saying to you, if any gap is there, percentage not there, believe the subject. In that subject, core, advanced, first priority, next Spring and web service, remaining all secondary. Understood this point? Full stack Java developer means secondary. Starting stages, sir, Oracle batch is there, we cannot come to core Java. We must not hurt the student, no. We never say, okay, you adjust and come, we'll say. But today I can speak frankly because I'm entering into next level, that is servlet. Right? Okay. So again, 15 minutes class is there still. That is SQL types. I must keep a revision tomorrow. From day one in JDBC, what has been happened, I'm going to repeat it. For 5-10 minutes, I'll repeat it. What we done. Orally, I'll speak it. You also read and come. Any assignment solutions are not available. Need not worry. I'll take that assignments from you and I'll write through servlets. I'll write it. Servlet also very interesting for me also because Tomcat server is there. HTML forms will come and database interactions will be there. So the class looks very interesting. The second unit will be very interesting for us, for me and for you also. Very interesting will be there. How many of you completed HTML? Raise your hands. Okay. If anybody not started HTML, you started it because tomorrow onwards, Monday first program, we are reading the data from HTML form into Java program. We are reading the first program. How we are going to read the data from HTML form to Java program, that we are going to do it on Monday and Tuesday. So meanwhile, if anybody not started HTML, you start it. So Oracle you done already. How many of you started Oracle? Raise your hands. Now Oracle not needed. JDBC over, no? Right. So find your time and go to Oracle. Now I never pressure it. On demand, go to HTML now if you are not started. Because when I come to MVC project, unit 3, JSP will come. On the day, I must present my application completely to you. Complete one project I must present to you. I only will write the first project in my classroom. After me only Spring project will come. After me only web service project will come. So here MVC project development is available. That starts from servlet coding. It starts. So servlet codes, it takes almost 25 sessions. It takes biggest syllabus servlet. So almost month ending it will come. I planned up to month ending around 28, 26th. I planned 1 week is missing. So within that month ending, you will be in the comfortable stage. Almost comfortable time is there. Any HTML is started, you go ahead with the HTML. HTML, CSS, JavaScript, you start it. Oracle, you keep away, present. Let us think, leave it that and concentrate on HTML, CSS. Anyway, few tables here are working enough, comfortable, manage that and come forward. Okay, right. Anyway, take a break. I'll upload the notes today bit early. So tomorrow's class is repetition with the SQL types, one small notes. Right. Thank you.